Okay, so let's jump right into organ transplantation and these are our non-GMO solutions. So what we're thinking here is these are our moonshots, really. They're coming in the future. We can't tell you when. No one can really tell you when, but you can see here how complicated really this is. Goes up to K here, and this is plenty of steps too. It's probably a lot more than 10 in reality, but that being said, this technology over here, this is by Adam Feinberg at Carnegie Mellon University. It's called FRESH. This stands for Free-Form Reversible Embedding of Suspended Hydrogels. You can use this to make, this is a cardiac tool, right, for cardiac surgeons who want to, their students to practice with maybe the acuity of the actual conductivity of the heart or something, or other organs that have, let's say the liver has very complicated vasculature, so printing tools for complicated surgeries might be a good tool. And then moonshots, right? This is can we really use these? These are called iPSCs, immunopluripotent stem cells. Force them through this print head. That's another problem. It's only about 100 micrometers small, and that's not small enough, unfortunately, to get to some of the structure, the renal pyramids and the kidneys, right? They're very they have a lot of filtrative vasculature, and you need to make it very small. Right, we need to predict, can we do this? Are we going to be able to put these into people's bodies, right? Now, obviously, not all the alternatives for organ transplants, right? So when organs aren't available, which is an inevitability, rather, there's not really a choice. We have this device here called a LVAD. This is really specific for the cardiac transplants and people really going through an organ transplantation crisis. And this just helps circulate some blood back in through the body while the heart is in a damaged state, and this person is hopefully climbing up the list of recipients. Dialysis could be a comparable treatment, right? Dialysis, and this middle image here, this really just shows, this is a author who submitted a bunch of different recipient profiles, fake recipient profiles for organ registries at hospitals. And in doing so, she basically tried to rate the flexibility or find how flexible these programs are based on if you're a younger donor, if you're an older donor, or if you have a very severe medical condition and the severity. And they found that the selectivity is very, very vastly different. And this just shows how maybe there's some room, right? Maybe there's some room for improving the way we procure organs and whatnot, so that we could, have more. Everyone could get the shoe that fits, right, and have a more equitable supply of organs. Now we can also prevent. So we have prolongment, right? This is prolonging life. This is procuring over here. And this is preventing, right? So what can we do to prevent? Well, we can increase the number of dollars in anti-smoking ads. We can try and educate people on the dangers of alcohol. Alcohol is the #1 most dangerous substance to self, family, and society. And we can also increase people's, proclivity to exercise and uptake. Well, we hope we can, right? That's one of the problems is it's very hard to educate people on health behavior because people would like to do what they like, right? Now, the way I see it, I think we have the best shot of increasing the organ supply naturally, right? The organic the organic solution here is asking people to think about the reciprocity and to think about the donor-recipient relationship when their loved ones pass away, and the organ procurement organization or the organ procurement outreach sectors of the hospital, right? Remember, these patients have to die in a very specific way for their organs to be used for transplantation. That's another approach, right? What if we could just lighten up a little bit, guys? It's choking the collar. So we just have to remember ethos, logos, and pathos. And pathos here is going to be the big sell on this, and to increase the number of living donors, right? You should probably pander to that reciprocity and that amazing kind of relationship between giving a piece of life in a very, very visceral and physical way to right? First, not in that order either, right? To another person. So, yeah, it's important we consider the emotion here. And this is a picture, if you know him, good for you. This is Yogi Berra, very old baseball player. He once said, it's very hard to make predictions, especially about the future. And I say that because in my first slide, right, we had some moonshots. So I hope you can walk away maybe predicting how we could solve a problem like this in the future. Thank you.